There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Noel. Inside, off the pick, and he gets it to go. Noel's got his first points of the night.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Winslow, the pass to Augustine. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Yeah, very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. 76ers on top, running away with it. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game he loves.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Gerald Green. And it's Dragic in at the point. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He had 20 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. If you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you they weren't surprised. They were just waiting for him to break out like this. They'd like to see it again, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
It's stolen by Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. Outside Dang. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And Philadelphia has possession. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And he gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the basket by Wade.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Young, a screen on Dragic. Here's Roten, pass to Boyd. Young outside to the right side. Here's Roten. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside Dragic, the pass to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, that's blocked. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wade left side. Tries from 16. The shot, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Young with the ball. Wade picks him up. Roten off target from three-point range. He'd have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Wade outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Landry. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And Tony Roten with the slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Right side a screen. And it's Wade penetrating. The kick out to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 6 assists and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Winslow. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Goran Dragic. And Augustine kicks to Stoudemire. 1:06 left in the first half. Bosch, the screen. Augustine dishes to Stoudemire. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Augustine kicks to Bosch. He feeds it to Green. Poke loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Young's running.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Augustine kicks to Bosch. 17 seconds left in the first half. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, well, Coach, with this type of ball game.
Begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of this. Getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Young's checked in for Robert Covington. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for Tony Rote. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Young is out there with Kendall Marshall. And it's Grant in at the small forward. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Philadelphia.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
And both free throws good for Green. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And it's Young finishing it off.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Augustine passes to Green. Bosh, the screen. The drive by Green. Miami no good on that time either.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Bosh drilled from 11 feet out.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Embiid with the screen on Augustine. And Marshall kicks to Noel. That's good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Augustine dishes to Winslow. Stoudemire setting the pick for Green. Shoots from 12. Rejected by Young. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Edmund Boyd.
So it's Miami now. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Bosh.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Green. Dishes to Bosh.
That's a wall.
Right through the D for the layup. Bosh has got 4 points in the quarter. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers ahead, running away with this one. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win, Gerald. And how is this team?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying.